Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Sammy here with another video, and in today's video we are continuing and finishing up my planning series all about how to set up your planner for the upcoming year. Last week we talked about setting up your weekly spreads and what that looks like, how to create an ideal schedule, and this week we are talking about planning routines. We have gone over planning supplies and creating that planning system for yourself, as well as talking about how to utilize your monthly and your weekly planner spreads. Now we need to jump in and talk about creating a routine for you to actually use your planner. Planners are these fun and pretty things that we love to look at and decorate, use within our lives, and they really do make us feel organized. But if you just set it up and you never set that time to actually use it, it's really just a pretty thing collecting dust. And so that's why today we are talking all about how to set up a planning routine and what that looks like. So we have our pretty planner. We don't want it to collect dust. We want to use it as the tool that it is to help us stay organized and keep our crap together. So that first step that you need to do is decide when. When are you going to check in with your planner? Are you going to check in with it daily or weekly or monthly if you can do that? And set a time and like a day. That's what I have found is most successful for me. So for myself, weekly, I set up my planner every weekend. I kind of talked about that in last week's video. I will spend either Friday night, sometimes Saturday or Sunday setting up the upcoming week in my planner. Once it is all set up, I check in with it every day. And I do this at night. I have found that part of my evening routine when I'm getting things ready for the upcoming day, like setting up my clothes, packing my bag, I like to check in with my planner and I'll check things off that I did that day. And then I'll make a mental list, or sometimes I actually make a physical list of things that I want to do and focus on for the upcoming day. This helps me know and stay on top of things. There have been weeks where I just set up my planner and I don't check in with it, and then a week later I look at it and I'm like, oh, I got like 3 or 4 of the 10 things I wanted to get done this week done because I didn't check in with it and it collected dust that week. And I know some weeks are gonna be like that. You're gonna set it up and have every intention to use it, but you might get sick, and that's okay. Just scrap it and move on to the next week. Or something might come up where you are not able to use it, like a family emergency, I don't know, something like that. And so yes, there are going to be those weeks where you have every intention to use it, but things come up. Give yourself grace, embrace what has happened, and move on. But on a daily, weekly basis, you should have some sort of idea of when you're going to check in with your planner to ensure that you're using it to its full capacity of serving yourself and living your best life. Another tip that I have for you guys that's going along with that planning routine is you might be the one checking in with your planner, making to-do lists, all of the things, but you might live with other people, whether you have a spouse, significant other, roommates, children, whoever you're living with. You're gonna need to check in with them in their schedules, depending on that relationship and dynamic of your home. And so you want to make sure that you include them in your planning routine. They don't need to sit with you while you're setting up your planner, but check in with them. Ask them what's going on in their week and add it to your planner. Maybe have a monthly calendar somewhere in your home where everyone can check in and refer to that calendar so everyone is up to date with what's going on that month or that week or that day. But you want to make sure that you're checking in with other people to ensure that everyone has their crap together and they know what's going on. You can also delegate things. I know my husband and I, we will talk about our weekly schedule on Sunday nights before the week starts. And we'll talk about if we have any meetings or if I need to drop my daughter off at daycare, because normally my husband will do that, or if I need him to go pick her up, or whatever we need to do. That way we are on top of things. We check in with each other throughout the week and remind each other. That way we know what's to come and what we can plan for, so we're not just hit with a random like, hey, I need you to go pick her up, and we're in the middle of something and we're just not planning on that type of thing. And so make sure you're checking in with those that you live with. But anyways, you guys, that is all that I have for planning routines. They're pretty simple. It kind of just comes with what works for you. When do you want to check in? Who are you going to check in with? That sort of thing. Let me know down in the comments, what's your planning routine? I'd love to hear them. And don't forget to like this video and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my planning content here on YouTube. And until next time, guys, I'll see you all later.